Hello, hello, hey, sweet people. Welcome to another episode of Inglês no Rádio live. I don't know why we say live. It's not technically live. It's outdoors.
Outside.
Yes. So we are coming to you not live, but coming to you from a park in Porto, Portugal. And as always, I'm here with Alexia.
Yes, hi.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. It's morning, like 11 a.m. in the morning, Friday, springtime. It's beautiful out here. We are at Jardim das Virtudes, which is a must-go place when you visit Porto.
In English, normally we say a must-see.
Yes.
Must-see. You
Must
can't
see.
miss it. So you guys are definitely going to hear some dogs barking, some birds chirping, and hopefully it's not too annoying and just adds to the experience. Okay, Alexia, would you like to continue our conversation talking about burnout?
Yeah, I think we should. And remembering that May is the Mental Health Month awareness.
Okay, so May is Mental Health Awareness Month.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, so we already talk a good bit about mental health, but I think it's a great idea that we're actually dedicating some episodes during May to address things like burnout.
Mm-hmm.
So in the last episode, we just kind of gave a brief overview of burnout. What are some of the questions you can ask yourself to kind of understand if you are experiencing burnout? And today, I thought it would be good to talk about some of the risk factors.
Yeah,
Do you understand what I'm saying when I say risk factors?
I do, but I think you should explain either way.
Risk factors. Hey, there's a little lizard.
Where?
Oh, I saw a lizard.
Ah, yeah, that's true. Ooh,
Yeah.
that's nice, but it's not here.
Yeah. So this is a podcast. This is audio, but there's a lizard, a cute lizard close to us.
Yeah, lizard is lagarto.
Yeah. Okay. Risk factors. How would I explain this? Do you know how you would say this in Portuguese?
Fatores de risco.
Yeah, I think it's just easier. It's the same thing. Things that put you at risk for potentially experiencing burnout.
Yeah.
Okay, so Alexia, can I give you a few potential risk factors and see how they identify with you?
Of course.
Okay, risk factor number 1. You identify so strongly with work that you lack balance between your work life and your personal life.
More or less, I'm not that much.
For me, that is a big check, check, check.
No, for me, I know how to deal I know how to deal with it better than you do.
Yeah, well, I'm setting the bar pretty low.
No, you're not. This happens a lot. It's just because I think that during my old work, I didn't have that at all.
Hmm. When you say during your old work,
Former.
you could say former work. I think the most common way to say this in English would be at my last job.
At my last job, yeah. So I didn't have that. I couldn't do that at all. It was everyday weekends and etc. Then when we started our business, I was like, no, now I have the time to do that.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, so for me, this is so difficult because essentially we are talking about identity. Like when people say, what do you do? This is super common in the United States. When you meet someone, they say, hey, what's your name? Foster. Cool. Nice to meet you. What do you do? And immediately I have to say, well, I'm a podcaster, an English teacher. I have to explain our weird lifestyle and businesses.
yeah, it would be much easier if we just had like lawyers.
Yeah.
But
for me, it's something that's very tightly connected to my identity. And it's really difficult for me to disconnect those things. Does that make sense?
yeah, of course.
So I think a lot more people during the pandemic are experiencing something similar to this, because now a lot of people are working remotely, they're working from home, and the line between work and personal life starts to get a little blurry. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Because if you are working from home and you don't have the routine, and if you don't understand that you need your space to work and you need to like stop, have lunch and take a break and etc., you will easily fall into this spiral.
Spiral.
Yeah.
Good word. Okay. Would you like to hear risk factor number 2?
Yeah.
You have a high workload, including overtime work. So essentially you work too much.
Yeah. I wouldn't say like overtime, like over hours, but yeah, every single thing that we do is a lot.
Yeah.
Maybe because we are the ones that we have to put our voices out there and our faces out there, and everything is like related to us as people, you know?
Yeah.
As individuals, and then we are having this pressure.
Yeah. For me personally, I don't think it's a question of working too much. For me, it's more like the identity separating work and personal life. But I think in general, most people work way, way too much. And I think that's just a problem in society.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about my brother. Hey, Camden. He's been on the podcast before. I hope he's not listening today. But he's a lawyer, and he works way too much. And it gives him a lot of stress and anxiety. And I think it's unnecessary. Life is short. I think it's more important to focus on the really important things and do that. You can't work all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Would you like another risk factor, Alexia?
Yeah.
I think that this one might connect with you. You try to be everything to everyone.
Yeah.
What do you understand from that statement?
I think that it's either personal and professional. So I try to be girlfriend, partner, and a business partner, and teacher, and a podcaster, and a social media manager, and student assistance, and everything at once, and help in every single way that I can. And I forgot about myself and my needs to stop and to refresh and to understand that.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Do you have, I don't know, any like frameworks or protocols to try to stop doing that when you feel like you're being everything to everyone? You have to do everything to make everyone happy. How do you stop doing that?
I don't know. It's something that I'm working with my therapist.
Yeah.
But it's a process. I think that I got better. I am much better at this than I used to be. But yeah, it's a process.
Yeah. Okay. So just one more risk factor today, Alexia. People that are have a high potential to burn out are people that work in helping professions like healthcare or
teachers,
education.
Yes.
So especially during the pandemic, people need help.
Yeah.
And I don't know about...
Especially healthcare.
I cannot imagine being a healthcare worker right now.
And if you are one and you are listening to us, thank you so much.
God bless you.
Yes.
You are doing the Lord's work, something that we could not do.
Thank you so much.
I know just personally as a teacher, it feels like, oh my God, the world is so crazy right now. People definitely need help with their English so they can have better opportunities. So if I'm not teaching or recording podcasts, then I'm not helping people, and that's selfish. I know that's not a healthy or realistic way to think, but I think it's a true thing. I think a lot of people feel that way.
Yeah, but what I try to remind myself actually, is that if you don't take care of yourself, you won't be able to take care of the others. So when you are in an airplane and they show you
exactly
that
what I was going to
safety
say.
tips and etc., you have to put first your oxygen mask,
Yeah.
and then to the other person.
Yeah. Put your oxygen mask on first. I think that is wonderful advice to avoid burnout and just life advice in general.
Yeah, and I think that the most important part is know when to stop. Know when your body is asking for help and your mind is asking for help. Understand that. And it's hard, but probably they are asking for help somehow.
Yeah. Well, my back kind of hurts, so I think my body's asking for help. And I think that's a perfect place to stop for today. Alexia, any last words?
No, just take care of yourself and put your oxygen mask first.
Exactly. As always, keep up the good fight.
And lose well. Bye.